What's going down, good people? Welcome back to the station. This is Destination Devy. Happy Sunday to you all. Coming at you a little bit later, a day later. Had some stuff going on yesterday. I know you see a lot of shit in the background, doing some renovations in the GQ headquarters. So it's going to be madness over here for the next couple of weeks as we gear up for a brand new show. My partner and I, Jordan Richards, will be coming at you live daily every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern on Bets TV. The show will be Wake Up with Ray G. So every morning you'll have me live as you're getting ready for work, laying in bed, whatever you're doing. So make sure you're tapped in. Follow my Twitter account at RayGQ on Twitter. Follow Jordan at your boy Jay Rich. And more details for that new show will be coming out very soon. You see in the corner, top, left, right, partner, sleeper, wire. Make sure you check out the YouTube descriptions below to get your tickets to the big party, Draft Night Out party in Canton, Ohio for the Fantasy Football Expo. If you're trying to break into the space, if you're in the space trying to advance your career, or just meet some of your favorite fantasy football analysts, make sure you are in Canton, Ohio for that event. I will unfortunately not be there this year as we're trying to get everything ready for this new show. I'm going to have to miss it this year, but I'll be in the building next year. But you know, we're at this point in time where training camp is a couple of weeks away. We're about 50 days away from NFL kickoff season starting. For the season kicking off, starting, however you want to say that. So there's a lot of activity in our Dynasty League. Shit is starting to heat up, and we're seeing a lot of these players who are being discussed on Twitter on a daily basis, on Facebook, wherever. These players getting moved around. Ezekiel Elliot, T. Higgins, Antonio Gibson, DK Metcalf, a lot of deals involving these players, and of course, the rookies. And, you know, believe it or not, a lot of people still have not had their rookie drafts. So these are still very valuable tools. This exercise is geared to give you an idea of trades that are happening, maybe some players you should acquire, maybe some players you should think about trading away, but we'll dive into that because we got some good ones today. And some of them, as I was putting them in, I was really like, man, I don't know what side of the fence or side of the coin I land on some of these, but as always, I'm sure you all will tell me how much I do not know in the YouTube comments, and I appreciate everybody that does that. I appreciate y'all tapping in, and we're going to jump into it right after the intro, baby. All right. The first deal, we got old Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey was acquired for Jamar Chase and Javonte Williams. That's it. CMC for Jamar Chase and Javonte Williams. Like, we always start this out the same principle, the same rules. We follow the same game plan every single trade that we analyze. The best player acquired in this deal, regardless of format, regardless of geographic location, country, time zone, universe, multiverse, Spider-Verse, is Christian McCaffrey, is the best player acquired in this deal. And while Jamar Chase is extremely talented, there are some who believe he could be the Dynasty wide receiver 1 in the next couple of years. Javonte Williams, extremely talented running back, many projected to be the lead back in Denver. Yeah, man, those are two very good rookies. Christian McCaffrey is great on every level. He is a walking 1,000 type player. This modern era's version of Marshall Faulk. I don't give a shit if it's a point per reception, half point per reception, 2 points per reception, 1,000 points per reception. Christian McCaffrey, Monday through Sunday, through Saturday, through Friday, is the side of the deal that you land on. This was rookie euphoria, a mistake. I don't know what it was. But getting Christian McCaffrey for Jamar Chase and Javonte Williams, that's beautiful. That's a good job. My boy Brandon, he's a member of the squad. Hell of a deal to acquire one of the best fantasy assets that we've seen in a very, very long time. So for me, we just kick it off with a layup. This is layup line. This is easy. And if you're watching this, if you're listening to it, if this is all it takes to get Christian McCaffrey out of sight, out of mind, I'd be sending this deal out every single damn day in every league I'm in, and I'm in over 30. So, yeah, CMC side of this deal, easy money. All right, let's take a look at this one, all right? So, let's dig a little deeper. So, this side of the deal, we've got Jerry Jeudy and 2 first-round picks, one in 2022 and one in 2023, being acquired for Stephon Diggs in a 2022 second. So Jerry Jeudy in 2 firsts, one in each the next couple of drafts, or Stephon Diggs in a 2022 second. This one is tough for me because I've been on record, and I dropped a film breakdown of Jerry Jeudy, and I do believe that he has the skill, the talent, the movability of a Stephon Diggs. I think he's Stephon Diggs 2.0. The difference is he doesn't have Kirk Cousins, and he damn sure doesn't have Josh Allen. But we all know that quarterback situations change all the time, and they change really, really quickly. Regardless if it's this season, Aaron Rodgers, or Deshaun Watson, depending his legal troubles, or next year with Sam Howell, with Carson Strong, Malik Willis, Keaton Slovis, Desmond Ridder. There's a quarterback class that I do believe we're going to see 5 or 6 quarterbacks be drafted in the first round next year, and Denver probably will be acquiring one of those guys. I love Stephon Diggs. He's a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, and if you're being like super conservative, top 5 at worst. But Jerry Jeudy, he's outside the top 10. He's outside the top 12. I think he's probably around 12 to 15 right now, Dynasty rankings. And with a quarterback upgrade, whether that be Aaron Rodgers, whether that be Deshaun Watson or a rookie, I think, his stock can only rise from here. With the age on his side, Stephon Diggs is 27, 28 years old. So in Dynasty, we do have to. I'm not just an ageist, right? But I do believe that we have to take that into consideration. And then to get 2 first-round picks on top of Jerry Jeudy, that's the side of the deal that I want. And I understand if you're in win-now mode right now, your team is ready to go get it, Stephon Diggs may make a lot more sense for your roster. But when you're talking about, when I'm thinking 5 years down the line, Jerry Jeudy could very well be where Stephon Diggs is right now, if not even a little bit better, depending on his quarterback play. And then you get 2 additional, at worst, we'll say the 6th pick in each one of those drafts. You're getting top 10, top-tier talent from the next upcoming classes, whether that be a Breece Hall, a Treylon Burks, an Isaiah Spiller in 2022, a Kayshon Boutte, a Jahmyr Gibbs, a Zachary Evans in 2023. That's the side of the deal that I fall on. Superflex, single quarterback, doesn't matter. Jerry Jeudy and the 2 first-round picks, side that I'm taking. All right, we got DK getting shipped off. DK, gone. A lot of trades featuring DK Metcalf this week. So T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, 2023 first and a 2023 third for DK Metcalf. I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that one more time. T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, a first rounder in 2023 and a third rounder in 2023 for DK Metcalf. Where y'all at? Listen. The best player in the deal is DK. It's DK Metcalf, tethered to Hall of Famer Russell Wilson. Just incredible. Dynasty, he is a top 5 Dino wide receiver. Higgins is not. Jalen Waddle is not. I don't care about the third rounder in 2023. Best player in the deal is DK. I'd lean that side. And if I'm being objective, I think this is the conversation I want to have. It's not about the 2 players. It's not about Higgins being better than DK or Jalen Waddle being better than DK, because that's not the case. I don't think anybody would say that. What I'm looking at with this type of deal is the sum of those points is starting T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle and getting the first rounder in 2023. Is the sum of that greater or have the potential to be greater than what DK can output on his own? So if DK, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know, so don't fucking hold me to it. But if he's averaging 20 fantasy points per game, is the sum of T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle right now, is that better than DK Metcalf, right? And if DK blows up and has a tremendous week, right? He's 30 points, 40 fantasy points, and then you get a blow-up game from T. Higgins or a blow-up game from Jalen Waddle where Waddle goes 5 for 180 and 2 tubbies, and then T. Higgins scores 2 touchdowns. I mean, it's the sum of the players versus the better player. And, I think this is, if you're betting on the upside of the young talent, I do understand, you're getting the first, Waddle and Higgins. I still lean DK Metcalf, but I think that's the conversation, and that's how we should analyze and approach these trades. Because I think T and Jalen Waddle could be both top 15 wide receivers in Dynasty in the next couple of years. Hell, T. Higgins is already there, in my opinion. So it's betting on the draft capital and the talent and the combination of Tua Tagovailoa with Jalen Waddle, and then you're getting a 2023 first in return as well. I think that's a good trade, man. Like, I don't hate it. Y'all may disagree because I understand DK is the better player, but again, the sum of those parts could be, it should. If DK's averaging 20, T and Jalen got to give you 10 apiece. I mean, shit, let's go, So I think I like that side of the deal. Even though DK is the best player, if you're going to bet on youth, if you're going to bet on the combination and the sum of all of those parts, I don't hate that return. So, oh, man, it would just be hard for me to part with DK, but I do think that I would take the T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, and 2023 first side of this trade, and then you're getting a third rounder in 2023 on top of it. So that's just where I'm at. Y'all may disagree, but I like the sum of that. So let's look at another T. Higgins side of the deal, and I don't like the sum of these parts, right? So on this trade, an individual received Antonio Gibson and ended up trading away T. Higgins, Rondale Moore, and a 2022 fourth, don't care. 2023 second, decent, but a couple of years away. And then a 2022 third, don't care. So T. Higgins, Rondale Moore, or Antonio Gibson. I want Antonio Gibson. Like, this one was easy for me. Like, it didn't require much thought. Best player in the deal is Gibson. Second best player is Higgins. Then you got Rondale Moore, young rookie, love him, but rookie in an offense where he will not be the number one. And then, the next best asset is the 2023 second. And I don't even know what that's going to be right now. So this trade is where the sum of those parts, I call this junk trade. Let me explain what I do in my philosophy with these junk trades. You offer a really good player, T. Higgins. You offer an up-and-coming hype bubble, young player, Rondale Moore, and then a bunch of trash. All those picks, that fourth, that second, that third, they'll have value at some point, but right now it's just like no one gives a shit about those right now. It's just trash. It's noise. It's trade noise. There's a lot of noise in this deal that makes the package look better than what it really is when ultimately all this individual wanted to do was receive Antonio Gibson, and I promise you, without knowing who he or she is, did not give a damn about giving up that fourth, second, and third rounder in the future. So this is a good deal. Antonio Gibson, slam dunk, home run, good shit. All right. CEH, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Brandon back at it again. He receives Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Elijah Moore, 2023 first, and a 2022 second. And y'all know, damn it, I cannot hide my bias. I love those 2023 picks. I've seen comments saying I value them too much. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all will understand in a couple of years. But Clyde is a beast. Drinking my coffee. It's early. Clyde is a beast. And I think a lot of slack and hate that he received from last season is unwarranted, unjustified. And part of the reason is because we hyped him up to be Christian McCaffrey before he was that. But I still think he's a top dynasty running back. He's young. He's in a great offense. He is the man. I'm not worried about Darwin Thompson or Darrell Williams or whoever the hell else they have in that backfield. It's CEH's job. Elijah Moore, dope. Still the number 2 at best. Corey Davis, they brought him in, paid him a lot of money for a reason. Love those draft picks, the 2023 and the 2022 second. Those are valuable picks. But for my team right now, I think I want Clyde for the now and for the future. But if Raptor 1523 hits on that 2023 pick, if Elijah Moore becomes what we all think he can be, this is going to look a hell of a lot better in a couple of years. But today, right now, I think I lead Clyde Edwards-Helaire, even though I know what my man is doing. I know what that's Adam right there. I know what he's doing. We're going to see some more trades from him where he is loading up on the 2023 class. And I can't say I don't blame him. This is, right now we're in this weird part of the fantasy offseason where there's not a lot happening. It's speculation, it's beat reporters, it's news clippings, and most dynasty gamers are not thinking about 2023 picks. I have not, right after the draft, it was like you couldn't acquire 2023 first. And now everybody is just throwing them shits out there like candy on Halloween. When you walk to that house and they just got the bucket of candy sitting out front and it's like grab as many, like that's what they're doing with 2023 firsts. And if it were me, my advice to everybody listening to this, everybody watching, would be to acquire those picks now. Like if you wait throughout the season when teams start shitting the bed and we know they're going to have high draft picks, you're not going to be able to get them. And then after next draft, just kiss that goodbye. Like right now is buy window for 2023 picks. If you want them, get them now because people are throwing them around like hotcakes. Because a couple of months ago, I guarantee nobody was giving up a first, 2 firsts for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and especially 2023. But with all that being said, I like Clyde. I like the other side, but if this were me, I'd probably be rocking with Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. I'm still a big believer in this game. Big talent, big fan of his talent. So I want CEH, man. I want CEH on this side of the deal. All right, got another one. Antonio Gibson, McNutted. There goes Raptor again. These two just trading teams, man. Got Antonio Gibson being acquired for Rashad Bateman, Josh Palmer, 2023 first and a 2023 second. I know what you're doing, Adam. You're loading up on 2023. Smart. And you're going with youth. Like just by making the sheer structure of this deal, I'm assuming you're probably going to punt this season and you're just loading up for the next couple of years. And if that's your style and strategy, I feel it, man. But I want AG. I want Antonio Gibson. I want Gibson, man. I'm not as, some people are super bullish on Antonio Gibson. I like him, and I think he's going to be good. But I'm not propelling him to top 5, Dino, top 10. But he's the best player in this deal. I like Bateman. I like his situation. I like him being the best receiver that Lamar Jackson has had ever. High school, college, NFL. Rashad Bateman is without even taking an NFL snap, he's the most talented wide receiver Lamar Jackson has ever had. So I love his situation. I think he's going to be really good in Baltimore. You know how I feel about the picks. Palmer, I wasn't the biggest fan of his profile coming out of Tennessee, but I can't argue with the draft capital, and he's tethered to Justin Herbert, which the young ascending great quarterback. So good package. I prefer Antonio Gibson in this trade. All right, let's take a look at Fields. Justin Fields got moved in this deal, and there's a lot going on here, folks, so bear with me. Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, MVS, a 2022 fourth, and a 2024 fourth. Absolute trash, garbage, junk, noise. Talked about this type of deal. And he sent away Michael Gallup, Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore, a 2022 third, and a 2023 third rounder. What side do I like? Best player in the deal, we have to project. It's Justin Fields. The NFL told us it's Zach Wilson. There's a lot of people who think Zach Wilson is the best quarterback in this class, so I'm just going to wash them and say they are even. So then the second best player in this deal, Michael Gallup. Third best player in this deal, Elijah Moore. Then I'd say Cole Kmet. And then probably the third round picks. And then MVS. And then I don't care about the fourths. This was a deal where somebody wanted Justin Fields. They wanted Fields, and you get the Fields Kmet stack. You give up the Wilson Elijah Moore stack. If this is tight end premium, 2 points, 1.75, 1.5. Still got to deal with old man Jimmy Graham there, but we know Cole Kmet's the tight end of the future. What his ceiling could be, I don't know, man. I'm not thinking top 5, top 8. I mean, Justin Fields didn't throw to the tight end a whole bunch in Ohio State, but we'll see how that changes in the NFL. Pardon me. Gallup, dope. If Dallas doesn't resign Gallup, Gallup's going to get paid to be a number one somewhere else. He's going to get paid. We saw Corey Davis get $50 million. Michael Gallup is about to get more than Corey Davis just got. And then again, Zach Wilson and Elijah Moore. I want that side of the deal. I love Justin Fields. I had him ranked higher coming out of college. But yeah, give me Zach, Elijah Moore, Michael Gallup in the 2/3 opposed to Fields. I don't care about MVS. I know he's got a cult following. I don't really care about Cole Kmet. This deal was Justin Fields for Zach Wilson, Gallup, and Elijah Moore. And I think it's not even close for me. I want more Gallup and Wilson. And if we're talking single quarterback, I want more Gallup and Wilson. That's the side of the deal I want. Every angle, tight end premium, it doesn't matter. You got your guy. You got to be happy about that. But giving up that Wilson Moore stack that just is right there, it's not even forced, and Michael Gallup, man, that's a tough pill to swallow for me. So glad you got your guy, but I want the other side of that deal. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, as soon as it was accepted, my man just screenshot this shit and was like, I got to submit this for the trade show. So we got Cortland Sutton, J.K. Dobbins, Jalen Waddle, and a 2023 fourth rounder for Amari Cooper and Austin Eckler. Best player in the deal? I think that right now is the best players are Amari Cooper and Austin Eckler. Those are the best players, both of them. But the upside of what Waddle, Dobbins, and Sutton can become, if J.K. Dobbins, I'd be interested because I don't know who's going higher ADP-wise, Austin Eckler or J.K. Dobbins right now. I'd be interested in that. I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say Austin Eckler's still probably going higher, and I'm not talking seasonal leagues. I'm talking Dynasty. Eckler probably higher, maybe, but Dobbins, Waddle, Sutton, yeah, man. Yeah, I think in Dynasty, that's the side of the deal I want. That's the side of the deal I want. I want Sutton, Waddle, Dobbins. Don't really even care about the fourth. I'm not even looking at that. I want the sum of those three over Amari Cooper and Austin Eckler, even though I've been a big-time Amari Cooper stan. A lot of people just shit on him. CeeDee Lamb, he's the WR1. Not so fast, my friend. A la Lee Corso. I still think it's Amari Cooper. But Sutton, Dobbins, Waddle, give me that side of the deal over Cooper and Eckler. Good deal for both sides. Good deal for both sides. Win now. If you're going for it right now, today, next year, the next 2 years, Amari Cooper, Austin Eckler. If you're thinking 3-4 years down the line and that's part of the Dynasty game, and I get some of y'all on, it's right now, I got to win. I understand that. But part of it, too, is thinking long term. In long term, I want Sutton, Dobbins, and Waddle. That's where I'm at. All right. This man was in the news this week. I talked about him, and people said I was crazy. Oh, Andy Holloway from the FF Ballers. Breaking news, NFL players work out. After I showed a clip of Zeke working out, right? But it's all good, man. We know. Ezekiel Elliot, Jarvis Landry, and a 2023 first from Mike Davis and DK Metcalf. Best player in the deal, DK. Second best, Zeke. Then I'd say that the Jarvis in the 2023 first. And then Mike Davis is going to be good for this season. I think Davis is going to smash in 2021 as the featured back for Atlanta. They didn't bring in any help. I like Mike Davis. We love DK Metcalf. And this is what I'm going to say about Zeke. Everybody wants to talk about how bad Zeke was last year. Zeke was down all-pro caliber quarterback. He was down 2 all-pros on the offensive line with 3 all-pros on the offensive line. Travis Frederick retired due to health and medical reasons. Lost all-pro left tackle Tyron Smith, who played 2 games. And then the best right guard in football, Zach Martin, another all-pro. And then not to mention La'el Collins, a Pro Bowl caliber right tackle, was lost before the season even started. So he was down 4 of his starting offensive linemen that he thought would be there coming into the season, was down his quarterback, new head coach. This situation wasn't conducive for success for Ezekiel Elliott in 2020, man. And I think a lot of the criticism that he takes based on his ineffectiveness last year is not considering all of the factors that contribute to a running back succeeding at the next level, which is a fucking offensive line and a quarterback. He had Ben DiNucci, Andy Dalton, Garrett Gilbert, all throwing passes at the helm like that. Like that's not going to work. It's not going to work. When Dak is in the game, when Dak is playing, not even just the offensive line, but Dak, Zeke is more effective, he's more efficient, and that makes sense. I say all that to say people are shitting on Zeke and giving up on Zeke way too early. But in this deal, I want Mike Davis and DK Metcalf. I said all that, and I still want Mike Davis and DK Metcalf. Jarvis Landry, we know what he is. Solid wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 on your team. Zeke is still going to be an RB1, even if just volume alone. But I do think he's more efficient with his offensive line and quarterback back. Love the first rounder, but I think you're good with Davis for the next year or two. And then you get DK Metcalf. He's 22, 23 years old, so you get him for another 10 years being crazy. So give me DK and Mike Davis this side of the deal. All right, let's take a look at Pitts. Kyle Pitts. McNutted and Raptor 1523 back at it again. And listen, McNutted and we've had our battles about one Kyle Pitts. And I told this SOB, I told this son of a bitch that Kyle Pitts, when you're talking about players who have the highest trade value right now in Dynasty, regardless if you think the player is good or not, Kyle Pitts is like top 5, top 8. You got Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, A.J. Brown. Shit, even his value is taking a hit. And then you got Kyle Pitts. He's one of the most valuable assets you can have in Dynasty right now. And outside of a King's ransom, I'm not trading Kyle Pitts. I'm not going to do it. I thought this was good return for Pitts. I'd still want a little bit more because I'm greedy. But McNutted got Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Ayuk, and Rondale Moore for literally Kyle Pitts. Everything else is complete garbage. He actually got more from this deal by clearing up roster space because he traded Quadre Olison, G. Dokes, Jared Dokes, Gerald Dokes, and Samis Reyes in a 2023 third. So he cleared up 3 roster spots and, got Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Ayuk, and Rondale Moore for Kyle Pitts. If it's tight end premium, 2.0 per reception, and you wanted Pitts, I get it. But man, giving up Jeudy, Ayuk, and more, that's good trade, McNutted. Adam, I love you, but I ain't doing that. I would not have paid that. But I guess you got a discount because I would have asked for more for Kyle Pitts. So McNutted traded away the beloved Kyle Pitts. And now I'm going to have to go into the Discord and hear him talk shit about his return. So, good deal, man. Good deal. Let's take a look at Joe Mixon. Goddamn, McNutted and Raptor 1523 again. All right. So, this one, McNutted gets Noah Fant, Elijah Moore, 2 first-rounders in 2023, and 2 second-rounders in 2023 for Mixon, Dobbins, and Gallup. Okay. All right. 2 first-rounders in 2023, 2 second-rounders in 2023, Elijah Moore and Noah Fant, Mixon, Dobbins, Gallup. Oh, baby. Yeah, man, you get Mixon, Dobbins, and Gallup. I mean, that's the side of the deal that you lean, right? I mean, you get 2 stud running backs, a young, very, very good wide receiver for a bunch of projections, a bunch of picks, and a rookie, and a tight end. Yes, Mixon, Dobbins, and Michael Gallup is the side of the deal that I want. But McNutted got some firepower out of this deal. The best side of this deal today, Mixon, Dobbins, Gallup. Not going to argue that. Good job, Adam. You got one. After I slammed you the past couple, you got one. But 2 years from now, the draft capital that this man is going to have, and I'm assuming if he did this deal, he's shipping off everybody else to acquire picks. And again, if you want picks, right now is the time to do it. He could be sitting on just, if he walked away out of 2023 with DJ Uyunglele, Kayshon Boutte, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tank Bigsby, Parker Washington, Jordan Addison. If he walked away with any of those guys, Eric Gilbert, Jermaine Burton, it's going to be fun. Like, part of Dynasty is having fun and building and constructing this roster. And I think he got a lot of draft capital, and he still got 2 young, talented players in Elijah Moore and Noah Fant. So win now, today, next year, Raptor, man. Mixon, Dobbins, Gallup. But after that, we'll see what Mixon's doing. We'll see what Dobbins has become. We'll see where Gallup lands. But those picks, 2 firsts in 2023 and 2 seconds, could be very, 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 very valuable in the future. But I lean Mixon and Dobbins on this one. All right, final one we're going to take a look at. JT, there was a lot, man. Damn, I wanted to get to some more. We got JT in a 2022 first being acquired. Jonathan Taylor. 2022 first acquired for Derek Carr and Dalvin Cook. Man, well done. Well done. I don't think we should have any argument here. I do think that Dalvin Cook right now is the better running back. I think he goes ahead of Jonathan Taylor in most cases. But if they're both top 5 Dynasty running backs, and you trade away, I call him Crockpot Carr. He's slow and steady. He's going to slow cook. It's not going to be a quick cook. It's not going to be a flash pan sear. You're going to throw him in the crock pot, and shit is just going to happen slow. I mean, he's going to get Waller the ball. Then after that, you just don't know with Derek Carr. I'll take my chances on the 2022 first rounder. Like, I know what Carr is. I know what you're getting. I know what he's going to be, the consistency from a Derek Carr. I get all of that. But I'd take the black box, and I'd take the 2022 first over Derek Carr. So, best player in the deal, Cook. I lean that way. I actually think it's Cook and JT is a wash. And then after that, a 2022 first for Derek Carr and Superflex. If I was offered that, I would probably take it. And I'm pretty sure the team that got Derek Carr was in need of a quarterback and probably could have squeezed out a third rounder from him as well. But I like this deal for Hank times Hill. There we go, man. We hit a bunch of trades from the squad this past week. We'll continue to do this every single weekend. And as I alluded to at the top of the show, make sure you stay tapped in, man. Over there at FTN, we're doing some dope stuff. The Ray G Platinum package, you can jump on there, access to me, access to all these tools, rankings, all types of crazy shit over at ftnfantasy.com. Use the promo code ALLGAS for 10% off at the checkout. And then also here in the next couple of weeks, we'll start our promotional stuff for the Wake Up with Ray G show, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, streamed live to my Twitter account. It'll go to YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook, all of that stuff. So it'll be a good time talking betting, talking sports, man, just everything, basketball, football, trying to win y'all some money, man, So stay tapped in. I appreciate y'all checking out the content. Have a great Sunday. And if you're listening on Monday, hope you have a wonderful start to your week. But yeah, I'm out of this thing. Peace.